Dear old people, dear old rappers,
dear old girls, dear old parents,
dear old males, dear old people, live in a reality based on originality. Hello everybody and welcome to Dear Old People. We're here with Tatovisiwa and today we have two special guests for you on our first ever podcast recording. We have Lirato, also known as King V. Say hi to everybody.
What's up everybody?
Thank you very much. And we have
Miss G today. Hi, welcome.
What's up everybody?
Thank you so much.
That's
being on our show today. Wow, you know what? Since we have a rapper here today, I was just thinking, there's a lot of, there's been this, trend. Would you say trend?
It's a trend. To be a rapper.
To be a rapper, there's new songs coming out DJ's Pizza, Mayo, it's got Shane Eagle, Tillerman, Frank Casino, all of the Young Swiss, all of these people. I was just thinking to myself, are people just rapping to stay relevant? I mean, you are a rapper, so your drive was you looked at people, you looked up to those who had already
what
made
was your
it.
inspiration?
I mean, I've always loved music from a young age. I used to listen to a lot of music, and then it got to a point where let me just do it myself and let me just take it and see where it goes. And if it works out, it does. So
earlier on you said that it's not about the money and the materialistic thing. So what does it mean to be a successful rapper then, if it's not that?
I mean, for me, it's more about passion. People have different motives in music. Mine is just about passion, and it's I have a message to prove, and I want the listener to listen to my story and be like, you know what, this dude is actually legit, and he has a real story that he's trying to push, and that's what drives me to become a successful rapper.
And ma'am, what do you think about rapping?
I'm in two minds about rapping because it's so widely listened to that I don't think rappers realize the influence that it has on young children. I'm just worried about the influence that it has on young children because young kids as young as 12, 13 are listening to this type of music. And I do think the lyrics have an influence on them. So I love rapping. There's some rapping that I've got lots of rapping on my phone, but I am selective. I choose not to listen to the ones that degrade women and talk about rape and sex in a derogatory way.
I think that makes sense.
Yeah.
And what if that was your son? Rapping in the way that degraded women and...
I definitely won't be happy with him creating music like that.
Yeah.
There's no point. Everyone's creating music like that. Create something different. We're getting bombarded with this message of if you're a real man, you treat a woman like absolute dirt.
Yeah.
Because a lot of the rapping is like that. You can do just as well with your rapping, not spreading that message of degrading women and disrespecting women. Everyone wants to be a thug.
Thug life, west side.
Yes, and I don't think people realize that it's a lot more serious than that. There's a lot of hard work that goes into having a successful music career. It's not a case of you dress cool and you talk cool and then you're there. It's a lot of hard work.
It is. It's definitely underestimated because the process that goes on in the studio, people don't understand it. From something they just think you just get on a mic and you sort of say a couple of lines and then click, edit, that's the song. But there's a lot of going behind it because some music is more than just music. You have to actually sit for hours and think how can I make this different? How can I spread this message in a way that everyone will get it and it accommodates everyone? Are there certain things in the song that this person will feel uncomfortable with? You take all of those things into mind when you make music.
That's true. I think I know it's just the best of luck to you and your journey, and I know you're gonna do amazing things.
Represent us.
And I mean, you actually showed us that there is a positive side to balancing things out because I know a lot of people communication with family and it's they fail to understand and you're you don't get me, you don't get where I'm coming from, you don't get my artistic side.
As older generation we do get where you're coming from and we do understand that it's your passion, but remember for us it's still a case of you need a formal education to fall back on. And it sounds cliche to say to fall back on, but it's a reality, it really is.
It is. And you did say that your son wanted to drop out of school and be
a boxer, yes.
And how did you feel about that?
I did consider it, I must be honest with you.
Really?
Yes, because being a boxer, it's hard work. It's 4, 5, 6 hours training a day. And watching him trying to juggle schoolwork and his boxing career, it's hard as a parent because you can see that he's struggling, you know, because to do the exams, we're fighting exams.
So guys, you know we're all about the new artists, hyping people up and getting people out there.
Are you telling me that it's
time we listen to some new music? Yes, we're about to listen to some new music.
But just
have
tell I ain't pretending. My dreams ain't nothing to be messed with. Can't you tell I'm more than blessed with the best thing on the planet? I've been stressing, tossing, turning on my bed. I've been restless. Can't you see I've been dream working? Life is re-emerging. I just wear my heart up on my sleeve, and if it perfect, dream working. Life is re-emerging. I just wear my heart up on my sleeve, and if it perfect. I got visions, thinking, tripping about them visions living. I got foes, I got fams, but I'm in my visions living. I got visions, thinking, tripping about them visions living. I got O's, you got bands, but I'm in my visions living. Yeah, 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 I'm in my visions living. Yeah. Living inside of the vision thinking, tripping over limits inside of a certain image, I'm in it. Don't you tell me about niggas feeling I'm winning. Winning is flipping and popping whatever is until it is. Such a spinning my disc and feeling the energy. Got my feelings inside of a perfect prison. Me, I'm not a killer and cannot be slipping as such. I'm not a clutch, I'm a young black guillotine. Talking about your black ass nigga. You tell me that you can't and you half ass when you tell me about the past damn when I don't even care. I want the bands as soon as I can. Whip on my wrist like this fish on my pan. Shifting the gear like a kid from Japan. Gold on my hand, plat on my neck, on my desk on your dash. I got visions, thinking, tripping about them visions living. I got foes, I got fams, but I'm in my visions living. I got visions, thinking, tripping about them visions living. I got O's, you got bands, but I'm in my visions living. Yeah, 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 I'm in my visions living. Yeah,
our generation is very different. Very, very, very different. Everything about this generation is different. And as teachers, we battle to understand. So for parents, it's even harder. I mean, we work with young people every day. We as parents, they don't understand how very different it is, actually.
Yeah, that's the problem. I think people just don't understand that we have generational struggles. Yes. Like, I know my dad would be like, you know, it was easier to live in my time or whatever. And he's just like, you can't compare the two. You guys had more of an external struggle to face, you know, apartheid and all that whole thing. But ours is more internal. We have to deal with the problems, or we have to deal with what happened after apartheid. Because, I mean, like, for me, I know that people, expected that apartheid needed to just be done or whatever. And when democracy came, that was the answer. Now we all have to forget about it. But now we have people who weren't healed from the process, and now we're learning from people who were broken. Yes. Essentially. Yes, yeah. So now people are like, no, it should be easier for you, whatever.
No,
you know,
it's not easy.
Life is good. You have what we needed, but doesn't mean
what you have is not real.
Yes.
Your feelings and your emotions and what you're going through is also real. Just as real as apartheid was for us.
Yeah.
You know, so yeah.
But at the same time, I just feel like, sorry to interrupt, that we as well, like the born frees. We also need to just remember that we didn't like first hand, you know, experience apartheid. It's more like you said, we're learning from broken people. But we also need to remember that we can't blame whatever we're facing now, because we didn't have that same problem. We can't be like, oh no, apartheid, everything, I'm failing school because of apartheid. I can't eat in the morning because of apartheid. It's like we have different, so we just have to
you've got to grab all the opportunities you have. And I think that's what's frustrating for your parents, is why they get upset with you, because they say, yes, you've got everything that we didn't have. And that's where their frustration comes from. And it's unfair because your situation is real.
Yeah.
You know, it's not a case of, now I've got everything and we must just flow forward and do what we need to do. It doesn't work like that. You still have your struggles. And, you know, you are teenagers and it's not easy. And yeah.
I think it's also just the idea that what we want is just, because I want to be a performing artist, but for them it's just like, but why?
Your parents
same thing as being a rapper.
Their first priority is for you to get an education.
Yeah.
And for them, education is not performing arts because it's old school. Old school is in you must either be a doctor or you know the traditional occupations that are. They don't understand. They don't understand the rapping. They don't understand the performing arts. To them, it's not a real job.
Yeah.
So therefore, I think it's hard for them to support you, and it's hard for them to say, okay, you know what, we're 100% behind you. Because for them, you need to get your academics. That's the most.
I think another thing they also need to understand is that we live in like a time where people can easily make money off of like the most simple things. Like I have a friend who's right now making a living just from video games, which is absurd to think about, but it's like we live in that time, and I think we should just like make sure the parents understand that the 21st century is full of like many more windows than it was in the past. The problem is people from back in the day don't understand how the internet works as well. Because people start businesses on the internet, people create careers on the internet, people come up with each and everything you can think of on the internet, and it actually pays off. So if they can understand that, and we make them understand that, like we explain to them, that's why I always say the proof is in the pudding. You know, like we can't just keep saying like, oh mom, I want to be a rapper, but then you have no proof of like I'm working hard and I'm pushing to also show them that this is actually working out. This is real, you know, like.
But you know, for a parent, if you're sitting on your phone 18 hours a day, for them you are not busy doing anything.
Antisocial.
You're being antisocial.
Exactly.
Yes. So they don't understand that while you're actually sitting on your phone,
you're marketing.
You're actually busy with something constructive. But for us, as older generation, that's not constructive. Why are you on your phone all the time?
It's a distraction.
They don't see it as a useful tool.
We need to just make sure we need to understand where they're coming from, and they should understand where we're coming from, like a halfway point. So obviously we can't expect them to understand everything we do. I want to do this, deal with it, and then you move on with your life.
But I think if you as a younger generation say to your parents, look at this awesome app that will help you with things, and you actually try and educate your parents, like you with your rapping as well. I think if you can show your parents what you're doing with your music and how you're creating your music, and actively get them involved into it, so they can have, it will change their whole perception. I think.
That's
I think it's time
exactly
to take it down a bit and get into our feels.
Yes, we have 16-year-olds, none of mine.
You say I'm something special, but you treat me like you've reached your limit, and you finished taking care of my heart. Keep saying, girl, you're worth it, but I'm getting tired of your indecisive feelings. Love when you don't mean it. Don't I look like I deserve good love? Yeah. Don't I look like I deserve a happy life? I do, just not with you, just not with you. Yeah. Play me one too many, I don't care. Every time you win it, I've been there for you, but not with you, but not with you. Yeah. Don't I look like I deserve good love? Yeah. Don't I look like I deserve a happy life? I do, just not with you. Yeah. Still got me second guessing whether or not I'm right for
I want to be your friend. No way, you guys started to see, girl. That was amazing. I want to be your friend. We're gonna be friends.
Absolutely amazing.
I just think the bottom line really is communication. We just really need to talk to one another. We cannot be afraid to address the situation.
Well, that's another problem because you guys communicate differently. You communicate on your cell phones.
Or we're kind of just really blunt about the situation. You don't want to sugarcoat anything because it's not necessary.
Continue.
Oh, sorry. But for me, it's just a thing of understanding the other person's intention. Like, there was a day, when was it, last year? We were at Botanical Gardens, and this guy came up to me with his child. His child was staring at me, and I was like, okay, cool, you know, we're playing whatever. And then the father, he was a white man, he was like, oh, he's looking at you because you look like my maid or helper, and I was just like, what are you trying to say? Like I just sat there like,
and I'm sure he didn't mean anything.
You know what I'm saying?
It's just a case of
if I asked him, okay, what were you trying to say, and he was just like, oh no, you just happen to look like someone I know, it would have been a different outcome. But because I was like, hey bruh, you trying to be racist, I was like, what the hell are you saying? I was honestly offended.
I think he realized what he said.
I think it's also a choice of words. Like for him, like helper would have made, it's just like whatever, it's just a word. But for me, it's usually associated with someone who's uneducated. You get what I'm trying to say?
The intention, I feel like we should need to understand someone's intention. We just need a process. That's why we stop and think. What's the thing we learned in primary school?
Communication comes from a point of stop, think.
Yeah, that's
That's really what it boils down to, and I don't think that's what that happens.
And you also should be willing to listen when someone speaks.
Listening
Let someone say their piece.
We do not have.
I always say to Jonathan, he listens to respond.
Yes.
So he's listening. I always say, now I want you to listen, not to answer me back or to respond to what I'm saying. I just want you to listen, and they take literally 10 seconds before you say anything.
Exactly.
There's another thing, like in relation to this, where I understand where parents come from in relation to like rapping, dancing, whatever, is also like the things they see on TV. Like if you think about it, there's a music video where there's a rapper who's swearing, smoking, drinking. There's a model who's like barely wearing anything. And imagine being a parent and sitting and watching your child do that. You're like, I don't want my child to do that. So like that's also another thing. That's like we need to sort of like change the perception of how they also see things because of what they see on TV. Like if it was like a normal video where like someone can still be beautiful, fully clothed, someone can still send a message across like without having to pull all these like smoking and drinking or whatever. Like also if we can shift away from like all those bad things, I think they will be more open to allowing such things, because when you say a rapper, they're always thinking, no, bad influence, he's in the club drinking, he's looking for girls and all these things. When you're modeling, you're in front of the camera with no clothes on. Like they don't want their children being in that realm of like bad negativity and bad influences. So like if we can change the perception that no, it doesn't have to be like that, you know, it doesn't have to be like that. You can still be real, you can still like I'm saying, like you don't have to do all these bad influences in order to fit in, and that's where we as youth also lose ourselves.
Fitting in is it's such a problem. We like I was just wondering, like why do we always need to fit in? Why do we always need to wear that hat or that jacket or that brand?
It's unique to your generation. We had the same. We really had the same. I think it is just that whole peer pressure thing of
But I feel like ours is a lot more worse, because then it leads to like suicide and things. And I mean, like it's a sensitive topic, but at the same time it's like why do we always like we feel the need? We have to be liked by people.
I think because you're more exposed than we were.
Yeah.
We were not exposed. What you did on your weekend or how you dressed, it wasn't how do you call it, put onto Facebook or to Instagram, and the whole world can see you and comment, are you okay, are you not okay? So you guys are exposed, you're vulnerable all the time.
That makes sense.
Because everyone is judging you constantly. So and I think that puts a lot of pressure on the youth, and it causes people to feel inadequate and to feel like they're not good enough, and it's very sad. It really is very sad.
I feel like I sit and I think to myself, is there a solution? Is there something you can do about the way things are right now? I mean, it's so hard to like get everyone to be on the same page. That can never happen. But at the same time, it's like, let's just find a way. You know, let's all just kind of be heading the same way. We can get there on our own, whichever way we have. But like, let's just get to that place where we all understand each other and we can just kind of respect each other.
I think it's just a matter of using social media in a positive manner. Like we give so much leeway to, like, for example, pretty people who do ugly things. Like, you get what I'm trying to say? Like,
yes, you tolerate it.
You get what I'm trying to say? Instagram basically feeds off of people's self-esteem. Exactly. People are getting money, getting rich off of your self-esteem, and it's just one of the spoken word quote that I was listening to the other day. He was like, the statement "pretty hurts" is an understatement because being ugly kills, and I was just like, wow. Like, that spoke to me because I was just like,
oh, that's deep.
It really was.
So what is ugly and what's pretty? I don't get it.
Exactly.
I don't understand who is actually deciding. Whose decision is it?
I think people sort of like just need to accept themselves the way they are. Like that's the moment where if you stop caring about what anyone else has to say about you, that's when you start accepting yourself for who you are. You know, like you're saying, no, I'm too skinny, this guy said this, so I need to change this, I need to do this, I need to do that. And you don't have to. Like people care too much about what people say, and it's like, no, I need to impress all of them and keep everyone happy. And the truth is, you can never make everyone happy. Like,
just make yourself happy.
Exactly.
As long as you're happy. At your age, you can do it. You're strong enough to do it.
I mean,
it took me many years to get to a point where I actually don't care what people think of me.
Like I'm at a stage where it's like, you accept me the way I am, or you just move on. You know, like I don't have to force anything. Like if you like me, yes, okay, cool. If you don't,
that's
like,
not my problem.
So that's where I think someone like you would be so valuable in school environment, or just to come and be a role model for the younger kids, you know, with the matrics, being matric next year. And that's why we always say you don't understand the big role that you actually play in a school environment. The kids don't look up to the teachers. We're the enemy.
That is true.
They don't look up to their parents. They just, you know, lay.
You look up to other people. You look up to your peers.
You look up to your peers, and you guys you're the ones who have that power to influence positively or influence negatively.
And back to what Larato said about just, you know, not caring what other people say. I mean, I'm always like telling other people, I don't care what people.
But you do.
But it's hard.
You care so much. It's not even funny.
Inside there's this insecure thing.
It is. Like I will like, no, the person doesn't like me. I'm like, oh, that's his problem or her problem. I go home and I'm like, why doesn't he like me, or why doesn't she like me? And I'm always wondering. And I'm always trying to not please people, but like just like if someone doesn't like me, I'm like, and you don't have a valid reason, I'm like, why?
Just why don't you like me? I'm amazing. Like,
I'm amazing. Why you not like, what is the problem? And then you want to fix it, and then when you fix it, someone doesn't like it, and you're like, okay, like you said, you can't please everyone. It's impossible.
You can't. Once you accept that, then you should be good, because like you need to reach a stage where it's like, I don't have to dress a certain way to impress someone. I'm dressing because I want to look good and feel good. And if I feel good, I do good.
Exactly.
You know, and like even if someone will come and say something, if I feel good, I will just easily brush it off. It's like, okay, cool, move on. Thank you for your comment. You know, like once you take it to heart, that's when it starts tearing you apart as a person, and you start losing yourself, and you reach a stage where like you don't know who you are. And sometimes a lot of people get stuck in like trauma and all of that because they don't know themselves outside of it. You know, so it's like, who am I once I stop suffering or I stop feeling pain? Because you've lost yourself and you went so deep into like taking things to heart and whatever. It's like, can I really be at ease and really be happy with who I am? Because I don't know who I am, because I lost myself a while back.
Yourself
You see what I'm saying?
So that you know what.
So that's another challenge.
If you don't go through those.
Okay, guys, I think it's about that time that our ears get refreshed by some new music by new artists of South Africa.
So here we go. Enjoy, my people.
Giving attention. I hope that you know I'm pretentious with what I do, call an intended intention. I know that your friends have been answering questions regarding yourself and your tension. Doing well in the session, we suck and just duck it and go. Guess I'll call it succession. I know that you entered the hour you stopped. I never got mentioned, your album had dropped. Why are you senseless and over the top? You told me I'll get it, but now I feel lost. Over your head, man, I feel like a bullet. You used to be sweeter than packets of hoodies. Thought that you needed my magic and fuller. Thought that you missed me and not that you pull it. I thought we were friends, I thought that we had it. You stabbed me so hard with the stripe in your addies. I cannot add up, but you have subtracted. I'm silver lining and you want to planet. What are you planning? Yeah, so what are you planning? Planning for Sam, when you planning for Sam.
Dropping new music, you heard it here first on Dear Old People.
Okay, so last thing to say is our thought of the week.
Yeah, we usually like thoughts of the week, you know, title.
So as our guest, you guys can say anything if you feel like you need to say anything. But my first thought of the week is dear all rappers, don't ever compare your first step to someone else's success.
Yes.
I got you.
That touched my soul.
I got you.
That touched my soul.
I got you.
Yes.
Another one was to dear old parents, listen to process, not to respond.
Okay. Who am I speaking to? The youth.
Anyone.
We trust you, and we know that you're going to do what needs to get done. To make this country the most wonderful place to live.
Yes.
We can make South Africa great again.
Thank you very much.
For me, it's just a message to parents. Just like, be mindful and give an open ear to what your child or what dreams they have, because you know opportunities are out there. So if you just give them time to sort of like work on their dreams and tell them, you know what, I will actually give you this certain amount of time, focus on your studies, still do this good and follow your dreams as well.
Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank
and
you, Misty, Lerato. It was such a nice
And our last thing to say is, dear old people, live in a reality based on originality.